Kim Klacik ran for Congress, not in a ruby red district where she would have been guaranteed to win, but in a district that used to be represented by Elijah Cummings. That takes courage for a Republican to do. Kim Klacik joins me now. Hey, Kim, how are you?
I'm doing good, Congressman. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So, courage. We're not always called to be victorious. We're called to be obedient. You ran. I mean, if you moved to the upper part of South Carolina, you'd be in Congress now. You ran in a tough district for a Republican to run in. What led you to do that?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. But, you know, like you said, it takes courage to go in and try to do something that is kind of like the unthinkable. You know, when you look at places like West Baltimore, you see the quality of life and you see children living in these areas and you think they deserve better. And so that's why I ran in District 7, which encompasses West Baltimore, Howard County, and Baltimore County. But at the same time, it encompassed basically one of the lowest poverty rates in the district. 10 times the national murder rate in the entire country is right there in Baltimore City. So I thought, you know what, somebody's got to chip away at this, and it's going to be me.
Well, we're going to have Tim Scott on later on tonight. He is the only person of color on the Republican side in the House or the Senate. How does the Republican Party appeal to the Kim Klaciks of the world, other constituencies that may not be giving the Republican Party a hard look based on past perceptions?
Yeah, well, you know, I really appreciate your history lesson in the opening there, because in 2008, you're right, you know, we did not have control of the House or the Senate. So I want people to still feel like, look, there's still light at the end of the tunnel. I believe in 22 we can flip the House. I believe that we can flip the Senate, and I believe we can take back the White House in 24. But the GOP has to be open to embracing minorities and embracing those that wouldn't necessarily run for office. You know, we have a lot of great fresh faces that came in with the freshman class. Madison Cawthorn, Byron Donaldson. There was a lot of people that stepped up. Marjorie Greene. There's a lot of people that stepped up and took on the challenge, and I think they're doing a great job of being, you know, tough voices out there. And so right now, even myself, I'm in Orlando, Florida, with Willie Montague, and he's going to be stepping up in 22. There's so many candidates that's ready to run and ready to go, but the GOP has to support us. And I really do think we can take back the House in 22 if the GOP really steps up and says, look, we've got to make a change.
You are such a good messenger for the party. It makes me ask, will we see you as part of that wave that takes back the House in 2022?
You never know, Trey. You never know. But I am starting a PAC called Red Renaissance. If people go to redrenaissance.com, they can see our landing page. We're going to officially launch it next Friday on February 12th. We're going to be supporting candidates all across this country that are fresh faces, that are in those districts that people, like you said, aren't ruby red and people are afraid to run in. But you know what? You got to start chipping away. People want to see more from the Republican Party, whether it's the balanced budget, whether we talk about, you know, getting our education system back to what it used to be. We have a problem with human trafficking. That's one of the issues here in Florida. You know, we've got to step up and really just take on the messaging. You know, we go along sometimes with the mainstream media, that narrative that liberals push. But you know what? It's time to push our message and really fight the narrative.
Well, Kim, you have courage, and there is always a market for courage. I remember the first time we met, I was in the House, and you came by to see me. I did not realize we'd be having a conversation on national television at some point, or if we did, I thought you'd be asking me questions. So best of luck to you. Have a great weekend. Thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you for inspiring me, Trey. Thank you so much.